Okay, we're going to work on solving rational equations. The first thing we need to do is get a least common denominator, so all denominators need to be in factored form. This guy's good, and this one is going to factor into x minus 4 and x plus 2. So our least common denominator, we'll just write that guy down right here. X minus 4 I'm starting at the left and working my way to the right. I need this x plus 2, because remember I would need everything, and when I have a duplicate I take the higher exponent. X minus 4 I already have, x plus 2 I already have. Here's my least common denominator. Let's also, before we start working the problem, talk about restrictions. I cannot come out with an answer that would make my denominator equal 0. So if I take all my factored pieces, set them equal to 0 and solve, I would get x equals 4 and x equals negative 2. So those are the answers I do not want to come out with because they would make my denominator 0. Now the process that we're going to follow is to take our least common denominator of x minus 4x plus 2, write it into all of our numerators so we can cancel and eliminate all of our fractions. That's going to take us just a minute to write our LCD into all of our numerators. And after that we're going to do some canceling, and then things will look a little bit better after that. I have to squeeze this one in here. X minus 4, x plus 2. Okay, so now let's do some canceling. This is all in the numerator, this is my denominator. So those x minus 4's are gone, and I have x plus 2 times x minus 2. And then I have my equal sign. Now let's go up and look at this guy. I've got x plus 2's that will cancel. So I've got x minus 4 times 1. And then my plus sign from right here. And then very nicely over here, x minus 4's cancel and the x plus 2's cancel. So when it all cancels, I'm left with the 1 times the x plus 3. So now we have a much friendlier equation to solve than what we started with. Anytime you multiply through by the least common denominator, if you've done it correctly, you're not going to have any more fractions. Multiply x squared minus 4, and on this side let's combine some like terms, and we're going to get 2x minus 1. Now anytime you have an x squared, an x to the first, and constants involved, you need to get yourself so you're on the same side. Everything needs to be on the same side so you're set equal to 0. I want to keep my squared term positive, so I'm going to bring both of these over here. X squared, and this is going to come over here by subtraction, and the 1 is going to, the negative 1 is going to come over by addition. So the negative 4 plus 1 will make a minus 3, and everything's gone from the right side. Notice I'm set equal to 0. And at this point you can factor or use the quadratic formula. Factoring is going to be the quicker option. So I'm going to get x minus 3, x plus 1, set both factors equal to 0 and solve. X equals 3, x equals negative 1. Go back to your restrictions. I was not supposed to get 4 or negative 2, and I didn't, so both of these are my answer.